have a lot of people who, when I ask them, what do you really want? They struggle. They don't know.
That's right. Correct.
So how do you help them find out?
I offer it this way. It's pretty normal early in life to not know. So what I look for
I'm
is,
talking about midlife.
I know,
I'm
and
talking
I'll
about
go
30s,
get there.
40s, 50s.
And most of that happened because we get into our midlife and we generally, in the US, for instance, we generally follow the blueprint, right?
Yeah.
It's ingrained in who we are, the American dream, which was sold hard, right? And so it's only when we get into our midlife that we start going, was that really what I wanted? And maybe you got all of it and you're like, well, I'm married, I have 2 kids, 2.5 cars, a boat, the house I want, but I still don't feel good. Like, is that all there is?
Or they have big dreams, but in the meantime, they
Right.
do something that doesn't make them happy.
Totally.
And it makes them some money, pays the bills.
And
And they kind of get stuck there.
And then they get stuck. So the consciousness is like the pain now has gotten great enough that they're like, well, I'm doing what I was told to do, what society says I should do, but it's not fulfilling me, but I don't know what I really want. Tragically, it's because they probably have not considered what they've really wanted since somewhere between the age of 7 and 14. Go back to the ages of 7 to 14. And that age is a very special time when you really begin to develop, like, what am I excited about? What brings me joy? And then very often the world, your parents will diminish that. You know, well, I got to get realistic now, kid. You're going to become an adult.
Yeah.
So very often and playfully, it's like you take them, not always, but you can take them back to that
Kind
time.
of done by 30. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And so what ends up happening is we've forgotten about what brings us joy and we've just joined the rat race. And then we wake up and we're like, well, what is it?
But
that I
was
really
that
want?
joyful thing a realistic thing? I want to be a ballerina. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be an athlete. I want to be a
It may
movie
not.
star.
It may
or
not.
today, most people want to be YouTube influencers.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
the number one. It may not be directly the behavior or directly the hobby or the activity, but the joy around it can be recreated by being conscious of what brings you life. Right? What really spending more times on things that bring you life. Now, I'm a big proponent of working hard, especially early in life, because for me, going back to the original question,
all your life, it's the secret.
100%. But sometimes that can get extracted to think you should do something that makes you miserable.
I'm not talking about the grind culture.
Right, the hustle culture.
Yeah,
But working hard, I think, is an important part of the existence, our existence.
Of course.
Like, or at least max optimizing for
so much reward in it.
Yeah, and for who we are, right? But so early life, I would say, put yourself in an environment where you're growing. To my students, I say, don't work for a paycheck, work for an education. Put yourself in an environment where you're growing, because then the seeds of greatness, whatever in you, have a place to come out. And then you get to figure out what your purpose is and who you are and what you want. But a lot of us haven't even taken the time to figure that out. And I don't think it's something you can force on someone. It's something they have to do the deep work to figure out.
If you like this video and you'd like to see more, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. We post new content every single day. If you're into network marketing, entrepreneurship, or personal development, this is the channel for you.